What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Daily. Look at me, clear as a bell in my house.
You must have gotten a new Starbucks in your house there, didn't you?
Yeah, right. Look, I've decorated the Starbucks backdrop. No, I've got some internet here, so that's working well. Magic, how are we this morning?
Dude, we're great. We are on back-to-back 3-in-1 days. This is awesome to see us do that well to start off the week. We had to stay up late to try and cash a couple of those tickets last night, but I'm doing great, man. I'm feeling good about today. We're heading into Friday, trying to stay hot.
That's right, man. Listen, Winnipeg comes through for you. The Raiders come through for me. I mean, that's back-to-back wows right there. Somich's horse wins at Del Mar. Papa Dude came up just a little short. They got 10 runs, and the line was 8. He went under. So tough there, but he did get the Phillies, on Wednesday, and he's got a dog again today. So we'll see if he can kind of make up for it. What do you want to do? You want to do the bets first, or you want to talk a little Saratoga first?
Let's talk Saratoga first. That's a nice little segue into things. Hall of Fame stakes and the Troy stakes. Two graded stakes at Saratoga on a Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. And neither one of these are going to be our bets. So we'll go through it right now. Hall of Fame stakes, Magic. Let's get your thoughts. You kind of got mine on blinkers off last night, but let's get your thoughts on this one. Tis the Bomb. Are you going with him or are you going against him?
Well, let's see what his, I didn't see what his price is. He's 7-2.
Yeah.
Oh man. It feels kind of like the Turfway Park series that he was in, where it's like I kept trying to find a reason to beat him, and it's like at some point you just have to admit this is a classy, talented horse. Whether or not, I mean, he wasn't a Derby Trail horse. He might not be a Grade 1 turf winner, but he's a Grade 2 going a mile on the turf. He should very much like this. Mile on the 16th mile seems like it's right within his range there. So I mean, be careful if you're going to win bet him. 7-2. I don't know what price we get on him, Aaron. I think 7-2, 3-1's about the lowest I would take him in this field.
Well, I think I'm going to go against him if that is what we're going to get on him, and I think it's going to be similar to that morning line here. I went to the inside with the number 1 Shan Show. I just really think this horse is the lone speed, especially with the 2 scratching out of the race.
Yeah,
he's on the rail. He's lone speed. Irad jumps aboard. The last time Irad was on him, he won. Pletcher's on fire. I think Pletcher's going to have a big weekend. This could kick it off. I think we're going to get a gate-to-wire winner with this one. Did you think about him at all?
Yeah, I was just looking through there because Dawajak Chief is a horse that I do like because he's all speed. But with him scratching, you're right, Shansto's the only one that's left. And what faded facing going a 1-turn mile at Belmont. But now we're going 2 turns, and this horse does pretty well going 2 turns on the turf. Didn't hold on in the Woodhaven Stakes at Aqueduct, but a good effort there. But to lose to Big Invasion and then Annapolis, who is the favorite to win the Grade 1 Saratoga Derby tomorrow, not a bad effort there. And you're right, from a speed perspective, this sets up so well for him.
Yeah, I think he's going to take him gate to wire. I just don't see a whole lot of other horses in here. Dr. Tang chiming in, and also Kevin says, hey, we got dumped on. I know you like that, Magic. I don't care for it as much, but he said the grass should be a little bit softer today than it has been. So just kind of look at these early races and kind of gauge what's going to happen. They are on the turf for now. There's a chance of rain later. We'll kind of see how that goes as we kind of progress. One race later is the Troy Stakes, and our boy Golden Pal is back. He's almost unbeatable in the United States, really struggles overseas. Golden Pal, single for you, Magic, or are you going to try to beat him?
Oh, I love my Karatari, the 4-horse. Good friends with the owner. Loves this horse. The Monmouth Park effort, you can kind of scratch off the horse. They said he didn't really like Monmouth Park. The owner actually told me specifically he doesn't like tracks where they allow everybody to cheat. So you see his 2 worst performances are Parks and Monmouth Park. Kind of lends its theory to that. This horse, they said the whole point is now in August. They want to figure out, can we hang with Golden Pal? The goal is to just gun it. They're going to be right on the muscle with Luis Saez because their theory is nobody's really pushed Golden Pal in America on turf. They want to see what happens when somebody tries to do that. So with that in mind, maybe look for a closer or somebody coming from off the pace. If you think maybe that if Golden Pal can't be beat, find someone other than Karatari to play it in a straight exact. Is there anybody closing-wise that you liked here, Aaron?
Nope. Good luck. Golden Pal will romp. Good luck trying to run with that horse early. That's not going to go well for your buddies.
I didn't say it was going to work. I'm just saying that's the plan.
I think Golden Pal will eat Cartori for lunch, and I think he'll also eat all these other ones as well. I don't think it'll be close. So, no, I'm not worried about it. Golden Pal in this race, I think he'll dominate, to be honest.
I mean, he really hasn't had a bad race. He's never had a loss on American grass. So his losses are coming overseas going, they're going 5 furlongs. A lot of times they're not even turning. So 5 furlongs at Ascot, that's just straight. Like, okay, so he's not a quarter horse. Good job.
Yeah, he just, the last race at Ascot, he
scratched that off.
Yeah, that was just awful out of the gate.
I was going, hey, what's the weather like? Oh, shit, we're running. Okay.
Yeah, and so that one you just put a line through. His other race overseas at York, again, he just didn't look very good. He didn't look like himself. And then the race he lost as a 2-year-old at Ascot, my God, how did he lose it? Right. I think he just he had that the whole way and just lost at the end. Maybe went a little too fast. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think he's going to show up and run really well here. And this is if Golden Pal breaks, he'll be 3 weeks ahead within seconds. It's like the Breeders' Cup. And guess what? Your old buddy Cartori is going to be like, where am I? Like, what is going on? So, listen, I don't blame you if you're trying to beat him. I'm not going to play that way. I am going to single him in this spot. And I said the same thing about Art Collector. Hey, if you want to try to beat him, go ahead. I'm going to single him in this spot. And I walked away with $705 of the pick 5 yesterday. So I'll try to do something similar today with Golden Pal. We'll see what happens on that. Maybe I'll get burnt today, and you guys trying to play against will win. That's how racing goes sometimes. All right, Magic, let's go on to the bets. I'm going to put yours up there on there first. We're going across the border. We're going to Canada. CFL action. Calgary -4.5. Tell us about this one.
Oh, man. So first off, I had an amazing game yesterday. Winnipeg Blue Bombers now 2-0 when we're betting the Blue Bombers against the spread here. Great effort from that. And it's important to keep that in mind because if you look at who's playing here, Calgary is coming off of back-to-back losses against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Calgary hasn't lost to anybody else except the Winnipeg Blue Bombers this year. They are the 2-time defending Grey Cup champions. So they're a pretty damn good team. Their quarterback is the defending MVP. Calgary is looking really strong. They're going to try and rebound from those 2 losses to Winnipeg. Meanwhile, the Ottawa Red Blacks got their first victory of the year last time out, playing at Toronto. So they're on a big high. They're back at home. I expect them to come in with a lot of bravado. I almost said bravado. A lot of bravado to come in and fake bravery, and I think they're going to get destroyed here. It actually opened at -6.5 for Calgary. It ended up dropping down to 4.5 here. I was a little worried about that, but it seems like they just set a really bad line because it went from 6.5 to 5.5 within minutes across every sports book in America, and then 4.5. And it's been actually going. Some of them are creeping back up to 5.5. So if you want to get in on this and you want to play Calgary, do it now. If you want to play Ottawa, I don't recommend it, but if you want to play Ottawa, wait a little bit because it seems like that number's going back up right now.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this game shakes out. Last night, it wasn't much of a game. The Blue Bombers, like you said, dominated Montreal. I like the Blue Bombers. I've watched them a couple times.
They're fun.
Pretty good. I like that uniform they've got. You need to get Somich to get you that uniform. He said he would. He almost promised it, right?
On air, yeah. I mean, he's going to make me go back and find proof of it, I bet, but he did say it.
Well, I think you deserve this uniform for the Blue Bombers. Hopefully they keep on a roll. And hopefully Calgary wins. Maybe you can get both, Winnipeg and a Calgary jersey. No, we're not talking hockey. We're talking football, and that's what makes it even funnier. All right, let's move on. We'll go to baseball real quick here. Kind of go through a couple of mine because both the Haltermans are going to go with baseball bets. Papa Dude, live from Daytona Beach. He sent this bet in. Minnesota +105. He says, I'm taking another dog. It worked with Philadelphia on Wednesday. Tried to go the over-under route yesterday. Did not work out well for him. So we'll take Minnesota in this spot tonight. I believe Minnesota lost last night. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, they're going to come back here tonight, and he thinks Minnesota is going to pull off a victory over the Toronto Blue Jays. And I'm looking at this now. I think Toronto beat them last night.
Yeah, they lost 9-3 last night to Toronto.
Okay, yeah. That's Papa Dude's kind of angle when it's 2 evenly matched teams. If one loses, he'll wind back up and play the other one the next night that lost. So he's going to go with Minnesota. I'm going to stick baseball as well. I'm going to the Diamondbacks. I think the Diamondbacks get the job done tonight against the Rockies. Arizona is -130. The Rockies are a really poor road team. They always have been this year, especially. They are 17-34 away from home. That's brutal. Arizona 27-27 at home. And not bad for a team that's not great. Madison Bumgarner on the mound tonight. He's just 6-10, not a great record, but he has an ERA of 3.83. You can count on him to give you a pretty good start every time he takes the mound. I don't like the Rockies pitcher at all. I think Arizona's got the advantage here. So I'm going Arizona minus 130 tonight. I think they get the job done here. All right, one last one. We'll go to Del Mar now. Mr. Somich has phoned this one in for us. And okay, so Del Mar, race 5. He's going to go with the number 1 at 5-2 on the morning line. He says lone speed sprinting on the turf. Cross out that last race. Rest of his turf races tower over this field. And the patented Somich line loving me, that 5-2 price. All right, Magic, what do you think? I like this horse as well. What did you think about him?
I mean, it's I'm just doing a cursory glance at it now, but his handicapping makes perfect sense. The only one from a time form perspective who looks like could hang with the 1 early is the 3, and that horse hasn't led since last October when he faded pretty badly, or she faded pretty badly. So I think it's a good spot, properly spotted. She hasn't been in for a tag since looking back, since her maiden debut in September 2020. So, she's been competitive at higher levels, the optional claimer levels. So now that she's in for a tag, this feels like one of those times where someone's trying to get a win. By the way, Edge Racing owns this horse. That's a My Racehorse offshoot. That's like their fancy brand. So they're putting this horse in because they want to get a win at Del Mar with her.
Well, I think they've got a good spot. I think Dancing Crane will be tough in the spot. You got to like Glatt and you got to like Rispol. I thought somebody fired. No, who fired Glatt? I thought one of these conglomerates fired.
Little Red Feather.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I got confused. I was like, wait a second. Are they back with him? No. Nope. This group did not fire him. Sorry, my bad. Listen, let's go one race later real quick to Del Mar. We'll cover all the stakes at the big races today. The real good deal stakes for Calbreds. Slow Down Andy is back. What do you think? Does Slow Down Andy stand out over this field, or do you think he gets upset by somebody?
It's interesting they take the blinkers back off of him because he didn't, I don't know, it didn't seem like it bothered him in the Sunland Derby. The Loisal Derby, he was running with his head cocked the entire time. So I get why maybe they want to take it off after that effort. I'm going to go for a little bit of a shot. I'm going to go with Straight Up G. Straight Up G is a speed horse going 2 turns. He beat Open Company, a Calbred that beat Open Company in the what is that? Mind Your Bird Derby. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that. Yeah, the Mind That Bird had a derby. I forgot about that. Anyways, he's cutting back from 2 turns, showing speed going 7 furlongs. That's a big angle because a lot of these horses, if they're going 7 furlongs, maybe it's like the 8 or the 9 where it's like, we know what they can do going a little shorter, but let's see what they can do stretching out. So I think Straight Up G, because of that Sunland Derby, just complete disastrous fall apart effort there, cutting back to 7 furlongs. I think this is a good spot for him.
There's a couple tricky horses, I should say, in here. Straight Up G is definitely one of them. I thought an awful lot of him. And what about Big City Lights? That horse was 2 for 2. He's coming off a huge layoff over a year, but it's Mandela. He's a really good trainer. He'll have him ready. Horse won by 12-7 in his 2 races at Santa Anita in 2021. So yeah, there are some tricky ones in here. Some ones that could really, slip up on Slow Down Andy. He does have the class and the numbers that are a little bit better, but there's some horses that could jump up. So I think it's an interesting race. I thought, all the races at Del Mar kind of had, here's 1 or 2 that we really think can win. And then there's like a bevy of horses where it's like, yeah, if they upset, I wouldn't really be shocked. So sometimes that makes for a fun day, doesn't it?
Yes, if you're on the right side of it. It hasn't been that fun for me yet, but one of these times.
Well,
if Arklow had won, man, I would have a completely different tune about this summer. I'm telling you, I had so much money wrapped up around that horse.
On who? Who did you say?
Arklow at Saratoga. I switched to Saratoga for you, but
I was like, what are you talking about? That horse ran it.
I was thinking the summer of betting at Saratoga and Del Mar as a whole. That's all.
So why did you have money wrapped up in Arklow?
Pick 3s, doubles, singling to him.
Okay, yes, but why? Why did you
single him? Why? I listened to Saratoga Slim.
Okay, bad idea. All right, let's go on. It's a good idea, but when he meets a horse, he gets locked in on that horse, right? So that was where the problem lies. Yeah, like
Tis a Pity ran. Excuse me, what? 7-1.
I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna. That's not.
There was more to it than that. I'm just saying that for the show so we can get out of here.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do it. Let's go through the picks here real quick, and then we'll get you out of here and get you on your way to be betting on this beautiful Friday. Curtis is going with Calgary -4.5 north of the border. He's going to see what he can do at the CFL. He's going to try to make it 2 in a row for this week and make 3 in a row overall. I think you won your last one too, didn't you, before?
Nope.
Oh, well.
Last time I came on was Shaz.
Oh, yeah. No, I meant CFL picks.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
3-0
Calgary
run.
-4.5 for you. Papa Dude taking the Twins +105. I'm taking the Diamondbacks -130. And Somich is going Del Mar, race 5, number 1. Dancing Crane, he's 5-2 on the morning line. Look at that record. We're doing great this week. We're 6-2 overall, up 4.8 units. Let's keep it going. Let's get to 10-2, Magic. What do you say?
I think we can do it. At the very least, we're going 9-3 here, but I think we'll do it.
Okay, I got to mention this before we get off the air because this made me laugh. Kevin B has been the commenter of the week so far.
Yes, he has.
Always great on our platforms. He says, today's best bet is the over 7.5 times LaDuca mentions his baseball career live on air. I've been watching for the last 2 or 3 weeks a lot of Saratoga with somebody that doesn't usually watch it. And he saw LaDuca. He's like, is that Paul LaDuca from the Mets? I was like, yeah, that's him. Anyway, he actually made the comment yesterday. He's like, this guy, all he does every segment is talk about how he was a catcher in baseball. It's like, yeah, that's what he does. Pretty much. They were talking about Gary Stevens injuries. He's like, well, I was a catcher and I had injuries, and then it was just on and on. So
Jesus.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I can't wait till he tells everybody about those $500,000 defamation suits he got himself into.
Oh, I don't know anything. I do. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, the umpire, Joe West, yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's getting himself a little
Paul
trouble.
LaDuca is an interesting person that we wish him the best, and will never be on the Racing Dudes channel.
That's probably 100% confirmed. Yeah, that's tough. Anyway, all right, guys, we were going to get out of here. We don't want one of those lawsuits on us, so we're going to get out of here today. It's been a ton of fun, as always. I'm really happy that I have internet. I'm really happy that Magic was here. So, all right, guys, thank you, everybody, for watching. Good luck if you're betting these. I know people are pretty pumped for the last 2 days. Hopefully, we can keep going for you guys. So have fun, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
If you do not agree with this, you're cursed.